Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, did you say it out loud? Did you say clearing out loud? I know you said it in your minds. It's nice. This is sacred space. We're here. Okay, so we did a boot camp for Divine Feminines the other day and yesterday, I guess. So let's do a similar thing for the Divine Masculines. All I can hear today is, what are the Divine Masculines so darn scared of? So let's see, Divine Creator, what can we have for a ice-breaking energy today? Mystical Shaman Oracle, how can we take a better look at the fear or perceived fear that the Divine Masculines have? Okay, the arrow came out. Have a look. It's card number 3. Immediately I heard third party, third energy. There's something obviously at odds with the divine connection. Yeah, so the arrow. Receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you're on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. That sounds like an aha moment. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. Ooh. So Divine Masculines are, maybe not so afraid as just coming into their own in a way that shows where the true point of contact between spirit and reality lays, and how to, interface that reality with true inspiration, true creativity, next level input, export of that spiritual dimension into the earth plane is what I'm getting. So what's held them back? Coming into alignment with their true self so that they can bring that to the world, because being with Divine Feminine is a next level configuration where it is about pain-free, filter-free living in the highest. Divine Feminine, you are such a pure being. Your Divine Masculine needed to get to that place of refinement so that it can be all about bringing through pure creative genius in so many ways. And that can be just simplicity. Creative genius just means living, clumsy karmic mishaps free and getting down to what really matters in life. Sometimes it's difficult to be at a place of healing where it can just be simple, where life truly can just be chill. Okay, the invitation. When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it's supposed to. Don't worry about how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark and you will have cause to celebrate. Okay, Divine Masculines are really, they have their eyes set on the target of their highest good now. How beautiful. Okay, so it hasn't been so much fear or, it's been fear in the sense that they haven't been ready for their highest timelines, their highest contribution into the world, their most pure expression of love. And until they were there, it was not beneficial to come forward. So let's get 3 more energies. Thank you, Divine Creator. What else can we see for the Divine Masculines who may be watching? What can we know about the time being now to hit the mark, to align with the good life, the truly good life, the sustainable, enlivened, negative karma inducing free good life? I want to say the straight and narrow. The arrow represents the straight and narrow, hitting the mark. Desiring to actually live life to the fullest now. Adventure, not drama. Yes, okay. 3 more energies for divine masculines. What can we get for the divine masculines in this? Oh, I keep getting the feeling to do this. I was going to cut the deck one. What else can we get? 2 more energies. Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for divine masculines and this arrow? 2, 3. There we go. So the first one that came out is King of Pentacles. This is the commitment. And when we did the Divine Feminine reading, we got this exact same card. So first energy is going to be non-committal frequencies, commitment. Second one, strength, humility versus ego. So we're going to put these in context of the arrow card that came out. And Knight of Pentacles. So this is the slow, steady building that always gets to the King of Pentacles. Interesting that this came out first, but it's in the reverse, so it's not so counterintuitive. But let's start with King of Pentacles. So non-traditional commitment, hesitancy to commit prematurely. Let's get some more energies on that. Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see regarding the idea that there has been fear holding the masculines back, and that now they are choosing to align with the good life? So what can we see further about this King of Pentacles energy? What can we know a little bit more clearly? Oh, Temperance. It came out on the side and it hit the arrow. So I'm getting the sense that as this healing comes in, they're drawing back the arrow to hit the mark. How can someone fully commit if they haven't healed, if they can't trust themselves? Divine Feminines, it's not about you. It's about healing the wounds within the Divine Masculines that keep the instability or the distance there. I've been doing this motion a lot in my readings lately, but we want to be equally matched with a counterpart, or else it sets up an instability waveform. If we are in 2 different developmental stages, there is a gap that creates instability buzz in the connection, and that gap is this healing. It's the difference between being able to trust oneself to actually partner and not. So yeah, quite simply, Divine Masculines have not been whole, balanced, healed there in the past, and that's scary as heck. So don't push the river, Divine Feminines. Don't put that pressure. You can see potential in your Divine Masculine, but again, breathe and let breathe. Live and let live. Okay, Divine Masculines. Strength versus ego. I'm hearing some people watching this energetically saying, you've got to just do it and the rest will fall into place. No faking it till you make it. There is no pretending anymore. These are, if you're watching my readings, the intention here is for pristine, divine, long-lasting, beautifully set on appropriate foundations relationships. This is the real deal stuff here. Divine, pristine love with all our hearts, without that secret uncertainty. This is the formula for certainty. There is a lot more than the individual being cleared in these divine love templates. You cannot negate that the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines have been tasked with clearing personal karma, generational karma, ancestral karma, the karma of the planet. That's a big deal. And to do that well, it is like taking an energetic fine-tooth comb through all the thoughts, all the actions, all the experiences, and having eyes wide open. Once you get to a place where you desire the real thing that is in alignment with mind, body, and soul, that means you've come into a frequency that is audacious enough to desire that level of purity. Once you come into that, because there are not very many opportunities to experience that level of awareness and consciousness in the world, there's a climatization period. I believe the divine masculines are entering into that from what I'm seeing here, where now all of the old cycles and ways of conducting themselves, yourselves, beautiful divine masculines, will be seen through this new lens of healing, of being there, of having arrived. And this is where the aha moments and the releasing and the freeing motion comes in, to see the old ways with the new energy and to understand the difference. Just that aha, just that awareness in the moment brings exponential light into the earth plane. Just seeing those thoughts, just seeing the difference firsthand in those minute increments in daily life, in relationship. Just doing that clears the karma, produces light quotient. We are frequency generator machines. And as we heal each thought one by one, or show up differently in situations, or don't tolerate certain things anymore in our existence by voting in a higher way, a new way, a more love-filled way, as soon as we do that, we emanate that new belief structure out into the world. It changes everything around us. It comes through our languaging, it comes through our actions, it beams out of us as a frequency that can be felt without even communication. So walking past people on the street, all of it, like a Wi-Fi drop. So yes, divine masculines, this is amazing. And you're coming into 0 point where you can truly eliminate all of the previous things that interfered with your pure frequency. Beautiful. Okay, strength versus ego. This is, time to give up all the pretense. Divine feminines watching and divine masculines, this is where the masks are dropped. This is where I'm seeing an archer throwing off the mask because it's clouding their vision to hit the target. And it's like that, and showing their real face. And I just heard like a crowd gasp, it's them! Wow! How handsome they've been all along, how radiant. It's like the great reveal. Lovely energy. Okay, masks are dropping. Beautiful. What else can we see about humility? Yeah, the Hanged Man in the reverse just came out. So enlightenment, I'm drawn to this halo of awareness, no longer just rendered I just heard rendered impotent. So for some, I'm just the messenger. For some, they could not get it up for karmic situations, mindsets, styles of sexuality, karmic partners. They've lost the zang for certain ways of conduct, for it's like a bad taste in their mouth for certain situations. I'm seeing like rotten food, like taking a bite of rotten food. It no longer does it for them. They have a distaste for certain things that are not spiritually pure. And boom, new perspective, new alignment. It's like something they've been doing literally lifelong, or believing lifelong, has just ding, ding, ding. It's like a, I want to say spiritual purity quotient has raised. I'm seeing a scale now in my mind, and like reaching a critical frequency whereby a lot of old ways of conduct and thinking have just been seen through. And there is a little bit of cringe factor, you know, but more hope than not. It's a beautiful energy, but there is this emerging. I'm going to get one more, because actually I'm going to get a Starseed Oracle for Divine Masculines watching. How can we get past the cringe factor of seeing clearly past modes of conduct? Rescued reflections, divination, intuition, and inner vision. Just keep searching for the developmental curve that you can see, the trajectory. I'm getting the arrow analogy again. As you draw back, clear your mind, clear the things that filter through a clouded perception, a base perception, and come into that excellence. And just know that that is the way of it. To transmute from the lower to higher, there has to be a spectrum experience. And so you would not be qualified, Divine Masculines, if you did not contain within you the wisdom, the knowledge that is gleaned from actually being there, doing it, living it, breathing it, and moving beyond it. That is part of the process. And I'm being brought into the seal of Venus. This is the protection. So Divine Masculines, you are being given a protective motion in your life right now. So if things have fallen away, if you suddenly are an introvert and just can't wait to be alone, just know that you are processing energetically so much right now, and it's time to, I just heard, drink lots of water to flush out the old belief systems. So it's a beautiful basic thing, but if you are experiencing the cringe factor, Divine Masculines, drink a little bit more water, have salt baths. I just heard, go to natural hot springs. Treat yourself to something that brings those outdated paradigms through. It's like a waste product. When it's dumped from your DNA, it can circle in your bloodstream. Your brain can pick up on the chemistry of things you're releasing, and you might get the cringe factor because it's cycling through your hardware right now and convincing you possibly that something is reoccurring in real time. Don't believe the hype. Just keep fleshing it out and healing through it, releasing, so that it's not those old memories of, and anything that resonates lower isn't like a drug in your veins that cause you shakiness while you pull back your arrow to hit the mark of your highest timelines. Wow, what a cool message. Yay, Divine Masculines, amazing. Okay, last frequency we're going to do before the daily Divine Masculine check-in, Knight of Pentacles. That's the slow and steady. So yes, Divine Masculines, you have had this knowledge of the higher all along, and you are exquisite beings. You have certainly been on track your whole life. You were born for this. Do not fear that you're not up for it. You literally were born for this. And if you have a Divine Feminine in your life, wow, this is a cool message. If you have a Divine Feminine in your life that you've been traveling with behind the scenes, energetically laying the groundwork with, what a blessing, what a blessing. And you're going to start feeling like it is a blessing, I'm hearing. So for Divine Feminines watching, the shoes are not too big any longer. Your Divine Masculine is starting to catch stride with the journey and see that when they look at their lives as them in a healed representation, that you are right there with them. You are the counterpart that has the frequency match oh, you're their perfect match. They're starting to see why that's so. They're starting to see that you can't fake happiness, and when you come into authentic happiness, ooh, that's so good, that you are their divine feminine. They see you've figured that out. You are a truly happy being. You are a light, joy. You are that. And they know that in order to actually meet you in that energy, they have to let go of the things they were pretending made them happy, that they were convincing the world made them happy, and to really touch in with their heart. I'm being told that's the mark the arrow is hitting. It's the difference between happiness and happiness. Yes. So divine masculines, Knight of Pentacles, what can we see for this energy? What can we see, Divine Creator, for Knight of Pentacles, the slow and steady energy? I'm hearing going forward, and we got the Wheel of Fortune with the Empress, came out in the reverse. Oh, and Queen of Swords. So they now know the truth. They're looking at, oh, and I'm seeing at the bottom, oh, this is so cool. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a second. I sat the cards up. I never do that. And a story just started coming out with the bottom of the deck. Essentially, okay, they know that it's just a matter of time before they align with their true abundance. This one fell on the arrow, so hitting the mark of worldly happiness and true, fulfilled, complete ecstasy without medicating, you know, like full on healing. I'm hearing sacral chakra healing, sexual dysfunction, impurities, lower vibrational sexual alignments specifically. As those are healed, the Wheel of Fortune comes in, where you, Divine Feminine, become the authentic co-partner in abundance. I just heard. This is the truth. Now it's just the timing and tact. For many, look at this queen. She's on the edge of her seat. She's like, come on, try me. So they know that you are excellent, and one more screw up is going to push you over the edge, and they're going to lose you. So whether you have said that or not, they know. They know because they are seeing. Your Divine Masculine is seeing where they have been deluding themselves, I just heard. Ooh, okay. And now the story on the bottom of the deck. They are literally seeing where they have held themselves back. They are seeing that it's within their control to stop that, to cut it out, to not feel cringy anymore. They don't need to have that lower tethering anymore. They can skip up and out of the guilt shame cycles in the name of love and have victory. Seeing is believing, but they're coming into it. And I truly believe that as they resonate in this hope, in this commitment, this is what true commitment is. It is about coming into the energy of believing in oneself, to not screw it up, to understand what choices in the moment can be made and why, energetically paying attention to true, authentic emotional responses, and taking accountability to not cycle in the ones that keep us playing small. That's the definition of karma, is when we are in a pattern that keeps us playing small. So Divine Masculines are up-leveling and progressing, opening their hearts to keep growing in the direction of true freedom and creativity into the world. Okay, let's see how that pertains to the actual twin flame journey. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What is it we can see for how the Divine Masculines are thinking of their connection with Divine Feminine? What can we see for how they feel on the heart space today? What is the wish? What is the action being taken in their lives? What's the biggest block and spirit-guided solution for that challenge, and where is the connection going? I'm going to run through these pretty quick, but on the conscious mind, 9 of Fire and 4 of Swords. So this is putting down the defensiveness. So there was a message, divine masculines, that earlier, that you might feel quite introverted right now. Go with it. This card tells me that the divine masculines are letting the cringe factor kind of keep them from really taking time for them right now, and being vulnerable, going into sacred safe space. So divine masculines are thinking that they need to do this, but they're like in the process of identifying that they need to take some time off work, or they need to block off, I just heard 4 days, a weekend, something that they can do where they can just sleep all day, and I heard drink hot tea and just tune out for a bit. So yeah, divine masculines know that they're going to have to stop being so go, 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 go all the time. 9 of Wands is also like the perseverance, and can be exhaustion in the reverse. So divine masculines understand they've been in the rat race in some aspect. They've been going, burning the candle at both ends, that kind of an energy. So right now they know they've been running from you, they've been running from themselves, they've been running from really getting real in their life. That's all they can think about right now. It's a mega energy overcoming them right now. Okay, on the heart space for you, divine feminine, the 9 of Wands again. Oh, the 9 of Wands. Look at this. This is the high priest, but it's a woman in this. And so there is this profound level of inner union here, masculine and feminine, in an impeccable spiritual aha moment on the heart space with, oh my God, I've been blocking it this whole time kind of vibe. So they know exactly the message that came through here, that on the heart space, they have been running from you and themselves simultaneously, and they do need some time to just sit in this energy where the two are one, where you and they are one on the heart space. It's almost like I'm envisioning the divine masculine sitting in meditation, or sitting in their armchair, with all the lights and all the gadgets turned off, and just sitting there and feeling you within them, divine feminine. It's a very peaceful, basic, fresh idea. It's like they've tuned everything out, turned everything off, and in that solitude, it's you and me, babe. That's what I heard. Yeah, it's like they're just sitting in the middle of a natural light room, natural lighting, like a window coming in with the only light there. And when it's just them, it's you and me, babe. Just you and me. You're here with me. When all else won't do, I just heard. Oh, wow, very cool. What is the wish? Transformation and doing the work. Yeah, they definitely, divine masculines are committing to do this final push of actual authentic work. What actions are being taken at this time? The Empress and the Fool. Look at all this major arcana. So amazing. They are getting ready to step into their true abundance and hit the mark. They now know what the bow and arrow are. They have their target. They understand the tools, the instruments now. They understand the way of it, and it's simple. There's a bow, there's an arrow, there's a target, and they know what the target is. Traveling lightly. It's essential now. It's just straightforward. It's 1, 2, 3, go. Wow. So everything is being released that does not align with the frequency of abundance. Yeah, it's that 0 point. Coming down to the 0 point. Walking up to the line, the marker, the distance from the arrow, they're walking up to that line in the sand, I just heard. Okay, what is the challenge? They want everything to fall. The Tower wishes. The challenge is they just want to be done with the 3D, done with the crap I heard, done with the drama, done with things that don't work out, done with pretending they're happy, done, 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 done. They want to be done with it. Done with alcohol, done with self-medication, done with all the things that they've been doing, that they have previously thought were living the life. They're done with living the life. Done with living the life, ready to be the life. Woo! Okay, what is the spirit guided solution? Two of flames, two of fire. This is the one of the twin flame cards for me, and divine feminine, Queen of Wands. So they've made a choice to pick up their holy scepter, their holy scepter, and align with the life, the truth, the authenticity with you, divine feminine, this soul driven, this is my martial artist flow and grace, and just moving through life and having manifestations rise up to meet and interface in the perpetual aliveness that comes with flow, ease, and grace. They're choosing to experience that level of aliveness that has no sin in it. I just heard, don't want to get all religious with the word sin, but it is a really good word to describe things out of alignment with higher knowing, with love, with higher self. Anything that is a death energy is ultimately a dead-end street. And so this is the opposite of that. This is the river of life. This is the authentic flow in the right direction. This is true creative genius output into the world that is untethered to lower vibrational things. This is really taking things to the next level. So divine masculines, yeah, sacrifice all the things that have fallen short. Yes, let go of all counterfeit energies. Yes, align with things outside of your comfort zone, and divine feminine. And the final cards, oh, union, Four of Wands. Literally, we get union here. So align. We get two of Wands and Queen of Wands, and then union. Ten of Air is the existential crisis. The Ten of Swords is the furthest from the divine we can get, the furthest from love, the thoughts that we tell ourselves that love doesn't exist. Throw those in the bin, divine masculines, and align. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, my dears, many blessings, much love. Bye for now. Yes, divine.